Welcome to the course Python Programming. I am Dr. P. Govardhan, Professor of Computer Science and Engineering in Institute of Aeronautical Engineering, Hyderabad. At the end of this lecture, you will be able to steps to learn Python programming, alphabets, tokens, identifiers, variables, general purpose data types. Now, steps to learn Python programming language. In the first step, before learning any language, say English, first we have to learn alphabets. In Python program, we have to learn alphabets. In second step, one or more alphabets can be grouped together to form a meaningful words. In Python programming, these meaningful words are called tokens. In third step, one or more words can be grouped together to form a meaningful sentences. In Python programming, these meaningful sentences are called statements or instructions. In the fourth step, one or more sentences can be grouped together to form a paragraph. In Python programming, these paragraphs are called programs. Character set or alphabets. Any symbol that is used while writing a Python program is called a character or an alphabet. A character can be a letter, digit, or any special symbol. All those characters that can be used while writing Python programs are called alphabets or character set. Letters. Lowercase letters, small a, b, c and so on, z. Uppercase letters, capital A, b, c and so on, z. Digits from 0 to 9. Special symbols. These are the special symbols. Tilde, caret, minus sign, plus sign, division, asterisk, semicolon, colon, comma, hash, left parenthesis, right parenthesis, left brace, right brace, left bracket, right bracket, less than, greater than, percent, assignment, underscore, vertical bar, single quote, dot, double quote, question mark, backslash, etc. These are all special symbols in Python programming. White spaces. Characters such as tab, new line, carriage return, etc. are also alphabets and are called white space. Tokens. A token is the smallest or basic unit of Python program. One or more characters are grouped in sequence to form a meaningful words. These words are called tokens. Now these are the classification of tokens: keywords, identifiers, operators. Keywords. The token which have predefined meaning in Python programming language are called keywords or reserved words. The token has a fixed meaning. We should not use any other purpose. There are 35 keywords in Python programming and as, assert, break, class, continue, def, del, elif, else, except, await, false, for, from, global, if, import, in, is, lambda, non-local, not, or, pass, finally, rise, return, try, true, with, while, yield, none, async. Now, in true, T must be a capital letter. In false, F must be a capital letter. In none, N must be a capital letter. To know the keywords, we can use the code. This is the code: import keyword print keyword dot kw list. That means keyword list. After executing the program, this is the output. Now this output contains all keywords present in the Python in the list. Now to check a keyword or not, now using the code import keyword print keyword dot is keyword. I am passing the word def. Is keyword is a built-in function in Python programming. This function returns true. This word is keyword. If it returns false, it is not a keyword. Now these are the escape sequences character in Python programming. Double slash, this represents backslash. Slash double quotes represent double quote. Backslash n represent new line. Backslash t represent tab. Backslash single quote represent single quote. Backslash b backspace. Backslash r carriage return. Backslash v vertical tab. Simply backslash new line continuation. Now import keyword print keyword dot kw list. First save the program and run the program. This is the output. This output contains all the keywords in the form of list. I am using another way for import function from keyword import star means to import all the modules. This is the keyword. I am executing the program. This is the output. This output contains all the keywords in the form of a list. Now to know how many keywords present in Python programming, I am using a built-in function length. Len of, and execute the program 35. Now there are 35 keywords present in Python programming. Now I want to check whether the word is a Python or not. There is a built-in function is keyword of, I am checking del is a keyword or not. Execute in the program. If it is false, dal returns false, it is not a keyword. Suppose it is a del, it returns true. Del is a keyword. As, it returns true. As is keyword. For, it returns true. For is a keyword. In, it returns true. In is a keyword. Now this is the way to check whether the keyword, whether the word is a keyword or not. Identifiers. Identifiers are the names given to various program elements such as variables, function names, array names, etc. An identifier is a word consisting of sequence of one or more letters or digits along with underscore. These are the rules to form an identifier. The first character must be an alphabet or underscore. The second one it must consist only letters, digits or underscore. Keywords cannot be used as an identifier. It must not contain white spaces. Now these are the examples. Name, valid identifier. Total underscore count. This is a valid identifier. Underscore as underscore name underscore as is a valid identifier. In is invalid identifier because it is a keyword. 1, 2, ABC is invalid identifier. Now the first symbol is digit here. It must be some letter. Max space size. It is invalid identifier. Spaces are not allowed. Totals. Invalid identifier. Special symbols are not allowed. Python is a case-sensitive programming language. It means capital letters and smaller letters are identified separately. Say this is the example. Name and capital NAME name are treated as different names. Whereas in English both are same meaning, whereas in Python these two names are treated differently. Variables. Variables are containers for storing data values, or variable is the name of the memory location. A variable is created the moment first assign a value to it. Now these are the rules. What are the rules in identifier? The same rules applicable in variables also. This is the first rule. A variable name must start with a letter or the underscore character. A variable names are case sensitive. This is the example. SUM, capital SUM, capital S, capital U, capital M are three different variables or values. Variables do not need to be declared with any particular type and can change type after they have been set, because Python is dynamically typed programming language. This is the example. X is equal to 5, X is equal to 10. I am trying to print X. This value will be displayed. Similarly, these are the example. X equal to 5, Y equal to 10.6, name is equal to double quotes Goa. String variables can be declared either by using single quotes or double quotes or triple single quotes or triple double quotes. Now this is the example. str1 is equal to IARE within the single quote. It is valid. str2 is equal to IARE within the double quote. It's also valid. str3 IARE within the single triple quotes. It is valid. str4 IARE within the triple double quotes. It's also valid. Now this is the declaration of variables in C and Python. Now in C, int a is a valid. Now here simply a is invalid. Int a is equal to 10 is a valid. A is equal to 10 is also valid in Python programming. Int b is equal to 10 valid. B is equal to 10 is a valid. Now here we are declaring the data type. Here we are not declaring data type. Python is dynamically typed programming language. C is statically typed programming language. Int a is equal to 10. Now the compiler allocates the memory 2 bytes for the variable a at 100 location. It is assumed 100 is a address location. The value is stored here. Int b is equal to 10. The compiler created 2 bytes of the memory for the variable b at address location, assuming 200 is address location, the 10 is value stored here. Whereas in Python, a is equal to 10. Now here a is tag or a name. First, the object of the 10 is created. Now the tag or name reference to the object. Now b is equal to 10 or a is equal to b. Now the object 10 is already created. Now the tag a is a reference to the same object. Now because Python has efficient memory mechanism. Now here num reference to the 10 object 10. Now this num reference to the object 20. Now these are small num, capital num are different. Now a is equal to 10. Object a is created. A is a reference to the variable, reference to the object 10. Now a is equal to 20. The object of the 20 is created. A is a reference to the object 20. Now here 10 is unreferenced object. It can be deleted by garbage collector. A. I am trying to print. Print A and let's do this. Now we get an error. A is not defined. Now when we are declaring the variable A, immediately we have to assign some value 10. Now 10 will be displayed. Now same B is equal to 10. I am printing A comma B. A equal to 10. B is also 10. Now I want to know the address of A using id function. Id of A comma id of B. I am executing the program. Now observe here, id of A, id of B are same. That means this is the name A, name B, both are reference to the same object. This is the meaning of this. Now A is equal to 10, B is equal to 20. Now there are two different objects. The address of A is different, the address of B is different. Now suppose capital A, small a is equal to 10, capital A is equal to 20. Now the address of small a is equal to the address of capital A. Both are different. Both are different. The address of small a, the address of small b, different. That means small a, capital A are different. Identifiers are different variables. General purpose data types. Now int, float, complex, these are number data type. These are the example. 10 is integer, 10.23 is a floating point value, 3 plus 2j is a complex number. str represents string data type. These are the example IARE. Bool represents a Boolean data type. In Boolean data type, there are only two variables, true and false. Internally, true represent 1, false represent 0. In Python programming, no need to specify the data type because it is dynamically typed language. Now these are the example. R underscore number, that is roll number, is equal to 401. By default, it is integer data type. Name is equal to Goa. By default, it is string data type. Salary is equal to 10,000.56. By default, it is float data type. Num is equal to 2 plus 3.4j. It is by default complex data type. Now, to know the data type of a variable or object, we can use the type function. Now this is the built-in function in Python programming. A is equal to 10. I want to find the type of A. Print type of A. I am executing the program. Now A is equal to 10. This is integer data type. Now for example, another 0.234, I am checking the type. It is floating data type. Sum 2 plus 3j, it is complex data type. Sum true is a bool data type. True is a bool data type. False is also bool data type. Now some single quotes or double quotes, IARE. Now it is string data type. This is the way of knowing the type of the variable. Now these are the some examples. A equal to 10, type of A. B is equal to 12.34, type of B. C is equal to IARE, type of C. D equal to true, type of D. Single line of code and a different ways to initialize the variables in Python. Now this is the example. A is equal to 10, one variable in one line. B is equal to 20.34, it is another line. C is equal to IARE, string, it is another line. We can write these as a single line like this. A comma B comma C is equal to 10 comma 20.34 comma IARE. Now this is the difference. In C program, int A is equal to 10. In Python, A is equal to 10. Float B is equal to 20.34. In C programming, simple B is equal to 20.34 in Python. Now this is the initialization of string in C programming. This is initialization of string in Python programming. Now these are the int A is equal to 10, comma B is equal to 20, C is equal to 30. Now this is the initialization in single line in Python in C programming, whereas in Python A comma B comma C is equal to 10 comma 20 comma 30. Now this is another example. Int A is equal to 20, comma float B is equal to 30.234. Here A comma B is equal to 20 comma 30.234. To get address of an object or a variable, we use inbuilt function id. This is the example. A is equal to 10, B is equal to 20, id of A. Now we get address of the object 10. To delete a variable or object, we use del keyword. Say for example, A is equal to 10, object 10 will be created, del A, that is object will be deleted. Now this is the object. I am trying to print A, same code. Now IARE will be displayed. Now I am deleting del A, print A. Now observe here IARE. Now using this print statement, this is the output. I am deleting the variable A. I am trying to print A. We get an error. The error is called name error. That means name A is not defined. Name A is not defined. This is the way to delete either variable or object. In Python programming, everything is an object. Now this is the end of lecture 4. Thank you.